Hi everybody, thanks for joining me today. We are focusing on winter birthdays. Today we're going to be using these supplies to make this card. We're going to be doing a white glitter cardstock technique. That's right, this started out as white glitter cardstock. We're going to be doing an inking technique. I wanted to make it bright and cheerful for those winter birthdays, and if you stick around to the very end of the video, I'll tell you how you can win it to keep for your very own or to share with a friend, maybe a friend that's got a winter birthday. So let's get going and make a winter birthday card together. All right, so here are the items that we're going to be using for our beautiful glittery winter's birthday card. So I have got some white glitter cardstock, and I'll tell you the measurements of that in a moment. This beautiful plaid paper. Now it's got some trees on that, but we're going to say those are winter trees and winter snowflakes. It's not for Christmas. That comes from Joyful Christmas 6x6 pattern cardstock, which I use year-round. It's got all these great plaids. It's got like a snowflake on one side, but fantastic plaids on the other. So we're going to definitely use those. And we've got a great cutting die. This is Eat Lots of Cake. This is from Hot Off the Press, and I've cut it from the white glitter cardstock. And we've also got a circle die here, and this is just under 3.5 inches. I'll link all of these items down below. All right, so the first thing is I've got a 5 by 6.5 inch card, and then I cut this piece right here to 4.5 by 6 inches, and the white glitter cardstock, this is 4 1/8 by 5.5 inches. All right, we're going to do our ink technique right here. These are Prism ink pads from Hunky Dory. They are dye-based ink, so that means they've got they just water react with water, so they are going to work great for us. The colors are Prussian blue, it's sort of a navy, it's a nice teal, and the pear green is just a little bit of a limey color like this one. All right, so what we're going to do is go ahead. I'm going to plug in my heat gun. I always forget. Okay, so that's ready to go. Very proud of myself. I usually forget. So we're going to go ahead and put that Prussian blue. I'm just using the surface of that ink pad. Missed a little spot there. And now we're going to do, I think I'm going to go down a little farther on that. And then we're going to do the teal. And we're just pretty much cutting this into thirds with these ink pads. Now, if you have something to do after this project, I would recommend using some gloves. And I do, so I'm going to put my gloves on. All right. Let's see, I've already got a little bit on. And this is just water-based, but if you have something to do in a couple hours, wear a little bit. All right, so now what we're going to do, we're going to take our sprayer with water in it. I'm going to move these guys out of the way. And we're going to spray just along that top edge. And not a lot. We want that Prussian blue or that navy blue ink to be pretty dark. So that's just, see, it's just kind of trickling. I want to make sure to get some out of the sides because we are going to be die cutting that window here in the center. But we want it to kind of go all the way down. There we go. Get that moving a little bit. And then we're going to go ahead and hit that with the heat gun. All right, and we do that because we want to keep those little drips. We want those to be pretty dry when we hit this again with some water. And this time we're going for more. So we have some of the darker blue that we went ahead and set with the heat gun. All right, we're going to do that again with the heat gun. Okay. Now I wanted to show you another one that I had done before where I didn't use quite as much of the Prussian blue. As you can see, we've got some different looks there going on. All right, now we don't want to waste all of this wonderful color. So I just got some pieces of watercolor paper, watercolor cardstock really, and we're just going to gather that up. And then just hit that with a little heat gun while you got it out. And you can always add more colors, more things on top of that. This makes a great tag. This would be great on a card. So yeah, waste nothing. All right. Now we do need to clean up a little bit here. All right, our next step is going to be gluing. Excuse me, not gluing. Our next step is going to be die cutting the circle from right there. So I'll be right back. We'll have that magically done. All right, we've got our circle die cut. Also, we're going to hold on to that. All right, so now this is going to get glued to this and this. You see where we're going? Okay, so I'm going to take my Cosmic Shimmer glue. That right there. And then this little guy right here. Now we could do one of two things. We can glue him so he's flush, or we could put some foam tape on that to pop it up, and I'm always a fan of foam tape. So let's do that. Oops, there goes the ruler. Now, I'm a big fan of the giant wheel of foam tape because then you never run out. All right, now this might fit in there. Yes. A little tight. Ever put that down and then you're just like, Urgh. All right, now I'm not going to do the same on the other side. We're just going to cut that a little thinner. All right. I am in love with foam tape. I probably use far, far too much of it, but it's just the best. I find it very satisfying to have something kind of have that dimension. Yeah, see that? It's got that dimension. Love it. All right, so then we've got our little let's eat lots of cake. All right, but we need a little more color on that. Definitely. I don't want to do it on green because then it's just going to blend into the background. So let's just do this. We're going to take a little bit of the Prussian blue. Do that along the bottom. And then we're going to go up with the teal. Going to kind of do an ombre effect there. But I need a little bit more blue. There we go. Don't need much to get that nice and blended. Okay, now this is where I mentioned we're going to use that again. Waste not, want not. And we're going to give that a little bit more heat. Woo! And I can see here that I missed a little spot, so I'm just going to go ahead and do that. No worries. All right, yes, like how that's looking. I love that color. The inspiration for these colors is sort of, I don't know, I guess it's like Iceland, and is it the Aurora Borealis, that beautiful night sky? That's what it reminds me of. Here we go. All right, and then somewhere I have another little bit. Here we are. Now we can leave that there, or I've got some things that we can add to it. We've got some beautiful little pearls that we could add, which would be gorgeous. I've also got some of these pearls right here. I think that's the way we're going to go. So these pearls come in a nice roll, and I'll link that down below. They come in all colors, but the greens were just yum. There's just no other way to describe it. It's just yum. Ah. These are of course self-adhesive. There, I love that. That is just wanting to pop up a little bit. All right, and then we've got these beautiful pearls. These are Brilliant Blue Diamond Sparkle Pearls. They're self-adhesive. They are also from Hunky Dory. There we go. And I'm just taking a moment to think, where would I like to put these? I think just that tone on tone. The blue is so pretty. Let's move that down a little bit. There we go. And we'll put some right here. All of these like little nail heads that appear to just be tacking these down. All right, I'm going to grab some ribbon. All right, I'm back. I've got a little bow here. This is from a little collection of glimmer ribbons. It's got the right shade of blue, and I'm going to glue it over my pearls, so we're going to have to use a little bit of hot glue there. There we are. All right, so let's take a minute and we're going to do something to the inside too. So I've cut a little strip of paper here. It's 6 inches by probably 1.5 inches wide. We're going to put that right here. Put that there, kind of towards the right edge. And then remember that circle from the front. We're going to put that right there. And I added some little Happy Birthday Dazzle stickers to that. We're going to glue that right there. And we're going to put a couple more of these little guys on here just because they're awesome. All right, so I lost one of these. I was going to say we're done, but I lost one. I think it's probably a good idea in hindsight to make sure these are on really good, because they are sticking to glitter. And if you're finding that they're popping off a little bit, a little hot glue. Okay, so you guys, there we go. There we have it. Our winter birthday card. You guys, I would love to give this away to one of you. So if you are interested in winning this card, or if you want to support my little channel, if you liked any part of this video, a thumbs up really helps people find my channel. Also comment, let me know what you think of it, and subscribe. If you do all of those things, you'll be entered into a contest, and then we're going to pick somebody at the end of next week's video, and you might win this card, and I'm just going to send it to you. Absolutely. Thank you so much for joining me today, you guys. I had a great time making this card, and for all of you that have holiday birthdays, winter birthdays, I hope they're filled with joy, and I hope you are celebrated. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye.